Did you know the first live-action Flash appeared in a TV special with laugh tracks and Adam West's Batman right next to him? Or that there was once a suit so uncomfortable the actor nearly passed out from dehydration, wrapped in latex and cellophane? And what about that day when two Flashes, one from TV and one from the movies, collided mid-Speed Force and shattered the multiverse?
It seems freaking comfy.
Yours is pretty cool.
Smooth.
Seems safe. And
Today, we're sprinting through the entire live-action history of the Scarlet Speedster. From the campy days of the 70s, through the dramatic 90s era, the impossible crossovers of the Arrowverse, and the multiversal madness of modern cinema. Legends of the Superheroes, 1979. In 1979, two live-action specials called Legends of the Superheroes aired, produced by Hanna-Barbera. They were basically variety shows with sketches, laugh tracks, and a TV costume party-style superhero reunion. Right there, between Adam West's Batman and Burt Ward's Robin, appeared The Flash, played by Rod Hayes, in a super simple red suit, thin fabric, a glued-on logo, and a mask that looked more like a party accessory than Star Labs.
Flash, isn't it?
That's right. The world's fastest man.
Pass.
Tech. But for its time, it was historic. The first live-action Flash on TV. The two specials had different formats. One was a heroes versus villains reunion, and the other was a roast, where DC characters made fun of each other in classic 70s comedy style. Don't expect any deep drama here. It was pure family-friendly camp TV. But seeing so many heroes together in live action was a big deal back then. They were filmed on videotape with canned laughter, almost like a sitcom.
Okay, forget it. I haven't got time to...
Watching it today feels like an overextended themed sketch show, but without it, there'd be no early live-action record of the Scarlet Speedster. CBS's The Flash, 1990. A decade later, CBS got serious and dropped a big budget to launch a live-action series. John Wesley Shipp played Barry Allen in The Flash. It only lasted one season, but it made its mark, a noir-ish tone. A stylized city similar to Burton's Batman, classic villains like Trickster, played by Mark Hamill, and a very expensive suit. Here, Barry Allen is a forensic scientist in Central City. One chemical accident plus lightning strike equals super speed. The show mixes urban crime with light sci-fi and noir vibes. Central City got a stylized makeover, full of neon and shadows, clearly inspired by the success of Burton's Batman from '89.
I realize how an unhappy childhood probably led you to all this.
Barry faces the struggles of discovering his powers, family relationships, and fighting villains. Several suits were made. Between the pilot and the series, costs reportedly ranged from tens of thousands to nearly $100,000 to achieve that muscular look. The process was brutal. Shipp revealed he was covered in Vaseline, wrapped in cellophane, and had latex pieces molded directly to his body. They even tried putting water inside the suit to stop him from passing out from the heat. Even though it didn't last long, the series proved superheroes could be done on TV with cinematic-level production. Years later, the Arrowverse would bring elements, and even Shipp himself, back in cameos and new roles. Smallville, 2004 to 2011. Before the superhero boom exploded, Smallville was already laying the groundwork for a Justice League inside the story of a young Clark Kent. In Season 4, the episode Run introduces Clark to a fast teenage thief. He tosses out a few fake names, Jay, Wally, Barry, until he lands on Bart Allen, a direct nod to the Flash family from the comics, played by Kyle Gallner. Bart uses his speed to steal from the rich and live the fast life, literally. After clashing with Clark and nearly causing major trouble, he eventually embraces the heroic path. He returns later to help form a proto-team of young heroes that would evolve into a mini Justice League. Green Arrow, Aquaman, Cyborg. In the comics, Bart Allen becomes Impulse before taking on the Flash mantle. The show leans into that youthful, impulsive, mischievous vibe.
If you can catch me, I'll think about it.
His outfit in Smallville wasn't a full-on supersuit. He wore street clothes with red and yellow tones, very early 2000s style. For a generation that grew up with Smallville, Bart Impulse was their first modern live-action Flash and helped audiences get used to speedsters as part of DC's TV universe. The Flash of the Arrowverse, 2013 to 2023. In 2013, Barry Allen first appeared as a guest in Arrow.
I'm Barry Allen. I'm from the Central City Police Department. I'm with the Crime Scene Investigation Unit.
And a year later launched his own series, The Flash, starring Grant Gustin. 9 seasons, massive crossovers, tons of speedster villains, and the emotional heart that held the entire Arrowverse together until 2023. Allen, forensic scientist, loses his mom to a mysterious metahuman attack as a kid. His dad is framed. A particle accelerator explodes. Barry is struck by lightning and wakes up with super speed. With help from the Star Labs team, Caitlin Cisco Wells, he becomes the Flash, hunting down metahumans, facing speedster villains, and discovering the concept of timelines. The suit evolved with each season. Lighter materials, mask tweaks, color shifts, golden lightning lines, and even the iconic yellow boots by the end. Some of it was aesthetic, but a lot of it was survival. Gustin admitted putting the suit on and off was like a ritual, and he even kept the suit's ring as a memento when the show ended. The Arrowverse built a shared TV universe across multiple shows, pulled off massive crossovers, and proved that television could handle a Justice League-style universe on its own. Flash on the big screen, 2016. While TV was running on its own track, cinema was building its own speedster. Ezra Miller first appeared in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, in that confusing scene where Flash travels back in time to warn Bruce that Lois is the key. Then he made a quick cameo in Suicide Squad, capturing Captain Boomerang. After that, we finally saw him fully in Justice League, and again in Zack Snyder's extended cut in 2021, bringing the team's comic relief and showing off time travel powers on a save-the-world scale. Yes, this Flash also showed up at the end of Peacemaker. It was one of the clearest connections between DC's streaming series and the pre-reboot movie timeline. Arrow, Grant, and Ezra. 2020. Crisis on Infinite Earths was already a massive TV event, but they saved a bombshell. In episode 8 of season 8 of Arrow, during a scene inside the Speed Force, Grant Gustin's Flash runs into Ezra Miller's Flash, straight from the movie universe. They look at each other, compare suits, and Ezra hears the name The Flash, used as a hero title for the first time.
The Flash?
The Flash? The Flash?
It's complicated.
That short exchange officially connected TV and film in DC's Multiverse. Ezra's cameo was locked in at the last minute and kept secret until nearly the air date. A surprise gift for fans. It was a blink and you'll miss it moment, but it completely changed how fans debated continuity in the DC universe.
I like your outfit. It seems
Thinking
comfy.
yours is pretty cool.
Smooth.
Seems safe and
breathable.
Stargirl, Jay Garrick, 2021. Think Barry Allen was the only one with a lightning bolt? Way back in the golden age of comics in the 1940s, Jay Garrick was already racing around with his iconic metal helmet. And in live action, that legacy was lovingly revived by John Wesley Shipp. Yup, the same actor who played Barry in the 1990 series, returning decades later. This time as the original Flash. Jay Garrick first showed up in the Arrowverse on The Flash, and later crossed over into Stargirl, becoming the veteran speedster of the Justice Society of America. With his winged helmet, mentor-like voice, and that classic hero aura, he was the perfect contrast to the younger heroes.
You do me the honor of allowing me to kill you?
Shipp gave the character emotional weight, portraying an old-school hero who had seen loss, battles, and still kept fighting. In Stargirl, Jay appears as part of the Justice Society's glorious past, but also as proof that heroes never truly disappear. And for the most dedicated fans, this casting completed a beautiful full circle. John Wesley Shipp portrayed 3 versions across the multiverse: Barry Allen from the 90s, Henry Allen Barry's dad in the modern series, and Jay Garrick, the original Flash. A living tribute to the full legacy of the Scarlet Speedster.
Barry's never gonna believe this.
The Flash, 2023. After years of delays, the Flash movie finally hit theaters in 2023. Directed by Andy Muschietti, Barry tries to save his mom by traveling back in time, but ends up wrecking the timeline, meeting a younger version of himself, an alternate Batman played by Michael Keaton.
No. We try not to die.
Yup, Batman from '89 is back. Supergirl, and triggering a multiversal domino effect. This is the movie that fully embraces the DC multiverse on the big screen. Ezra plays two main versions of Barry throughout the film, interacting with himself in most of the runtime, which required complex shots, doubles, and heavy VFX to make it all work. Director Andy Muschietti praised Miller's physical and emotional commitment as they carried nearly every scene in the film. The movie also served as a partial farewell to the previous DC film's continuity. Muschietti was later tapped to direct The Brave and the Bold in the new DCU, leaving the door open for more multiverse hopping, maybe with a new Flash next time. Andrew Garfield as the new Flash? There's a rumor blowing up online. Andrew Garfield, yes, the Spidey who broke our hearts in The Amazing Spider-Man and came back in No Way Home, might be in the running to play the new Flash in DC Studios' reboot. It all started on Threads, Instagram posts, fan groups, and fan casts, already picturing him with a lightning bolt on his chest. As of today, there's no official announcement from DC Studios about who's been cast as the new Flash. In fact, James Gunn has said they're taking their time with the character and that any new Flash project is currently on pause while they prioritize other productions. Fans eager to see Flash and Aquaman in this new continuity have been asked for patience. And just like that, Flash keeps racing across generations, formats, and universes, proving he's not just a fast hero, but a symbol of hope, legacy, and constant evolution. From those simple suits of the 70s to today's multiverse madness, the Scarlet Speedster always finds a way to reinvent himself and connect with each new generation of fans. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss any upcoming character evolutions. Thanks for watching till the end. See you in the next video.